Everybody, welcome back to Tristan and his Whiteboard Live. I'm Tristan Emond with Mindful Living Realty, and today we're going to talk about managing expectations. But first, the joke of the day. What is the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bicycle? Attire, right? All right, so managing expectations. What we found out in our real estate career, that when things go wrong, we look at it and say, okay, what happened? Why did this happen? And then we sit back and say, you know what? If we would have said this and maybe got the expectation of them going this way, maybe things would have been a lot better. So we've learned to manage the expectations of our clients in a cool way so that they know what's going to happen, so that, or at least what could happen, and that helps things move along a lot smoother. For instance, and I'm going to talk about business managing expectations on the business side, managing expectations on the family side, and managing expectations on the personal side. So, number one, business. An example that we use is for every seller, we present a closing sheet to show how much money they'll make once the home is sold. What I've added is a bunch of line items that aren't actually part of the sale, in regards to buyer's closing cost, home inspection, fixed repair items, appraisal items, unpaid taxes, things like that. Not that they are going to happen, but those are things that we need to address at some point. And by having them on this sheet, it reminds me to say, hey, by the way, when you get an offer, first of all, buyers are probably going to come in low, then they're going to ask for closing costs, and then they're going to ask for home repair items, and then the appraiser is going to come by and he might say, hey, this needs to be done. So that provides the conversation piece so they can be expecting what might happen next. Makes things a lot smoother rather than every time they get a call from me, I'm saying, oh, by the way, we need to fix this. Oh, by the way, we need to fix this. Oh, by the way, we need to fix this. So it manages their expectations much better because I'm presenting it up front and in personal what needs to be done. All right? Step two. Family. All right, so if you're going to get married, please have the conversation about holidays. Very important to make sure that you and your significant other determine whose expectation is first as far as where are you going to go for what holiday, what family is more important on this holiday. I've seen things just go crazy as far as where everybody needs to go. Get that figured out beforehand. Determine who's going to go, what family you're going to visit when, and go from there. And then when you've made your decision, announce that and set forth those expectations to your family as well, and say, hey, we're going to be here at this time, or it's the, you know what, we're going to create our own traditions. So make sure you set your expectations with your family as well. I also consider this when you're talking with your children about cleaning the house and you say wipe off the counter and they say okay, so they take the rag and they just wipe it and basically all they did is wipe water all over the counter. That's not what we mean by cleaning the counter. See, we have to manage those expectations as well. I know it goes in one ear and out the other, but still you're managing those expectations and getting that word across. Finally, personally, what we need to do better at is releasing the expectations that others put on us that we feel we have to do that, basically hinder our lives. Such as how you should act, what you should do for them, what society says you should be, how you should dress, what you should eat. All these things are expectations from other people placed on us that we feel like, well, we have to do this, we have to do that because of their expectation. Now, if these things serve you and they make sense for you, go ahead and do them. But if you do it and it's kind of like rubbing you the wrong way the whole time, maybe it's time you release that expectation of others and say, hey, I'm going to follow my heart. I'm going to do my thing. Release those expectations on a personal level. Life will go a little bit smoother. All right. Thank you very much for watching today. That's today's episode of Managing Expectations. If you liked the video, please hit a like, give me a comment, let me know what you thought. We'll see you next time on Tristan and his Whiteboard Live.